That'll be forthcoming in February. And then the last one was, I'll let Paul share this one. It was a minor plat, I mean, not a minor plat. We got notice of a situation through our investigation. I know Lowell was involved and you were involved and I looked at it too. And this is a situation that we think we need to take action on. I shared it with JT and he felt like it ought to come to the planning commission and maybe JT can help. Let Paul explain it, and then maybe JT can help us with what we need to do legally.
Okay. Thanks. Very good. That would help. Thanks. We have a situation with these two houses. If you can see my marker here, this is on Liberty Avenue. We've got one lot with a house in the back. There's a demolished mobile home in the middle.
Trailer, that's all cleaned up and gone. We condemned the trailer and they tore it down. They were in the process of tearing it down when this photograph was taken.
Okay. Now this is looking at it with north straight up and Liberty Avenue you can see on the top there. See if I can explain this coherently. These two houses and the former mobile home were all on one tract of land. If you see this purple line that the hand is going around, that was one tract of land, and a transfer was recorded of that tract of land in Deed Book 573, page 451. I'm going to jump over now to, that is referred to in the original subdivision plat as Lot 17 of the Frank Taylor property, or the Frank Taylor subdivision is how we know it. And it's a 50-foot wide, 250-foot long, single tract. What happened is through investigations when we were looking at this tract of land and as Dale mentioned, Lowell, our building inspector, was looking at the condition of the houses, is we found that, see, I had the dates here, but I think it was 2006, someone wrote a deed in Deed Book 622, page 263, and that deed was executed, which sold off just this half of that tract of land. They came up with a legal description to describe that half, and then later they sold off this half of that land at the bottom. So what they did, in effect, I don't know the exact statutes, but they subdivided that one tract of land without benefit of going through the Planning Commission and without benefit of an approved plat. They've not only broken the statutes, but should this subdivision stand, you can see that the density is way beyond what we normally allow. Plus, there's no public road frontage for the tract in the back and hardly room for the tract in the back to access the land. And I think that's a synopsis of the situation.
The deed was written by, who can you find on the deeds, Paul? You don't have to read the name, but it was
Okay.
not.
Well, and I might mention that this is under investigation by the State Board of Licensure for Surveyors because someone wrote a legal description here and it was not a surveyor that did it. So they are investigating it to prosecute that person.
Our goal is to have this, if we can, is to have this made null and void, these two deeds.
The deeds are void
Okay.
by statute.
Tell us again when this was done.
Well, we got a call today, this is strange, we got a call today of a mortgage company, I think in Tennessee, that has bought
I've seen the deed.
one of these off of a public auction. They bought it off the internet.
Wow.
So they bought it, I think they bought one of them, not sure, they didn't tell us about, because she kept questioning about the second house. So I think they're in possession of the one house. So we now have a contact for at least one of the lots. They called in today.
The first deed that subdivided the property was written in March of 2006, and the second deed that sold off the second half of the property was written in March of 2007.
So tomorrow, we're gonna call them back and find out if they bought both pieces. And if they did, we're gonna share the news with them that it can't be two separate pieces of property. At that point, I don't know where they're gonna go from there. We kind of told them that over the phone today. She